What is up, guys? Welcome back to GTA Online, and in this video I'm going to take a look at the Grotti Italia GTO Stinger TT. It's mainly going to be modeled after the Ferrari Roma. I do have to admit it actually does look pretty dang close to that car, but if you guys do want to buy this vehicle, all you will have to do is head over to Legendary Motorsports, and you can buy this car for $2.3 million, which is kind of expensive, but it's also going to be the economy in GTA, so it does look like inflation definitely hit GTA as well. But for this car, guys, you can also take this into the Special Works garage and also upgrade it there and or customize it, so I will show that at the end of the video. I will also have that timestamped if you do want to check the customization out, but if you guys do take it in there, it's going to cost $1.4 million for the upgrade. What's also kind of insane, guys, is the fact that it's not going to include the actual upgrades for this car either. One of the turbos is $100,000 and or the brakes is like 60. You are by far going to be pushing around $4 million to actually buy this car. Don't get me wrong, it does look pretty dang awesome. You can also add some of the Amani tech in the agency upgrade as well, which is going to be kind of cool, but that's going to add on to the money of this thing. I do believe it did show like the missile lock-on and or some armor, so this car is going to be well over $4 million if you do want to buy it. I do find it kind of insane how expensive some of these cars are in this game. Like, I do understand things do change on here, but really $4 million for like a supercar is kind of crazy. So if you guys are struggling with some of the money on here, buying this car is definitely going to be a big step. Although one of my favorite things about this car is by far going to be the actual Special Works upgrade. And also when being in the Special Works garage, you guys can also add like the forged parts to the car as well, which really do look insanely awesome on this thing. So the overall detail does look pretty dang nice. The interior is basically going to be like the other Grottis in the game, so it's probably not going to be insanely different compared to the other cars. You're going to see like the exact same dash and all that as well, but one thing I do like is going to be the engine here. That definitely does look like a Ferrari. I really do like the fact that it's going to have some upgrades. Obviously under that piece though, you're going to notice the same graphics from GTA 4, so these cars are definitely not going to be on par with like the tuners update, which I would love to see a part 2 to that. I really do feel like that update was a lot of players' favorite, but besides that, guys, I do have to admit this car does look pretty dang cool. I just think the price of this vehicle really is going to be an issue, but nonetheless, guys, let's jump into this thing right now and take this thing on a test drive. So let's actually go see what this car can do on the road. So of course it's going to have the Special Works upgrade. This thing is probably going... Oh, really now? Interesting. And it's funny because that really is my fault because I am on the wrong side of the road. But nonetheless, guys, this is obviously a Special Works upgraded vehicle. So it's probably going to be insanely fast. And I want to see if it can hit 160. And my goodness, in the city, I'm already doing that. Oh, my goodness. So Special Works upgrade is by far going to be worth it if you guys are on next gen. I really do feel like a lot of players do enjoy having these upgraded in the game. To be honest, I would say a lot more of the cars probably should have this upgrade on them. I think I would love to see that on many of the supercars because, well, they are supercars. But let's see what we can do in the city here. Then I will jump onto the highway. That's definitely going to be the real test. But oh my goodness. So going over some bumps, I saw 170 miles per hour on the dash there. So this thing is by far going to be insanely fast, guys, and at least we do have a new car to do these Special Works time trials. And to be honest, guys, I have been using a lot of different vehicles on those. I do try to mix them up weekly, but I also do feel like a lot of the cars are basically going to be around the same. They normally do average around 160 unless you do actually pick the Cyclone. Then of course we have the Impante GT, which is probably the worst handling car in that update. So I really do like to see new vehicles like this Grotti actually being added. And my goodness, this thing is so dang fast. Oh, whoa, 172 miles an hour right now. So the real question is, how fast does it actually go on the highway? So one of my biggest questions, guys, with this car is the fact that it is insanely expensive to upgrade. That turbo was like $100,000. The engine upgrade was like 60. So this car is by far going to be one of the most expensive cars in the game with all the upgrades. And my goodness, I am a terrible driver right now. But let's see what I can do on this highway. This thing really does hit like, my goodness. I should probably just get off right now. So I would say this thing can probably do around 160 plus because every car seems to do around that. I was actually noticing with the S95 on the highway during one of these Special Works time trials, I was managing to hit 165, so these cars really are going to be insanely fun to use. So right now on the highway, I'm doing 153. To be honest, I would say it's going to sound like a Ferrari in this game, aka like one of those type of engine sounds. Let's see what I can do around here. Let's see. So 177 right there. Wow, that was pretty insane. I did crash, unfortunately, again because I cannot drive at the moment. One of the ways I will test the speed out on this car, guys, is definitely going to be by that tunnel. I really do want to see if this car can actually do 180, because if it can, it's probably going to be the fastest Special Works car in the game at the moment. So I really hope this thing is actually going to be able to do it. So right now in this area by these silo thingies over here, I'm doing 166. It looks like it does climb kind of slow, so I don't think it actually will hit 180. It does look like the bumps is going to make this car a lot faster, and I do feel like depending on the bumps you do hit, 180 miles per hour is easily going to be doable. So now doing a final top speed test over here by this tunnel, guys, I would say this car is definitely going to be one of the faster Special Works vehicles. It's kind of insane because barely hitting the throttle, you're already hitting 140. Like right there, for example, guys, I hit like the side of the curb and the car jumped up to 160 already. So I really do think the bumps are going to make this car insanely fast, especially in the city. I wouldn't be surprised in some areas if you can actually do like 190 miles per hour. That would be absolutely insane because this car would be faster than like the Vigilante, which I think it actually already is. So right now on flat ground, I'm doing 165 or so miles per hour. So this thing is definitely going to have the exact same top speed as the other Special Works vehicles, which I would say is going to make it insanely balanced. And for the most part, the handling of this car is probably not going to be like the best thing out there, which, being honest, guys, I would probably say most of these Special Works cars don't have the best handling. A lot of them really aren't going to be that great, especially at speeds like this as well. So it really is going to depend on which car you guys actually like. And at least we have a lot more different vehicles we can actually run on many of the time trials as well. So it really is great to see more of these cars being added into the Special Works garage. One of the only drawbacks, guys, is the fact that the cars normally are insanely expensive to upgrade. I did notice they go from like 500 to like well over 1 million depending on the car. And luckily driving these cars through the city and or on the highway really is going to be insanely fun. You can actually feel the speed of these cars moving, which I would say every car with this upgrade would probably be absolutely insane. But I would like to know what you guys think about this Stinger TT in the comments below. And here's the customization on the new Grotti Italia GTO. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more insight.
Okay, let's get world class up in here. Hey player, make sure you check out my latest rides. Oh, you're tuning now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Did you see that SA Flex in his new supercharger last week? Shit was too hard. mean fool like platonically, you know. It means you're my homie. Unless we out there on the track. Mimi's sick, but she don't go harder than me, yo. I mean, like, almost. But this player gonna keep you guessing, you know? You catch some new rides over at my spot? This place is exactly what LS was missing. A car meet with the emphasis on the meat, you know? Love, real shit. But nothing too sweaty. Ready for some downforce? That shit is tight. I'm tired of winning out there. Whew. They don't call this house for nothing. Hey player, make sure you check out my latest rides.